It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Dolphins and the Jets, and it comes your way next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Tua's throws on target to Duvernay. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tua. His throw incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is taken at about the 14. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jets will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy. And
coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making... And got his man complete! And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple. He'll look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Locates Hardman for another catch. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Here now, 2nd and 4. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Tua now on 1st down. Open man is Duvernay. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. 3rd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 64 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Running right, here's Achane. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On the handoff, it's Hurst. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Jets are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Under pressure, they got him again. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fielded at the 43. And New York set to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Catch made right side by Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's got it. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throw caught by Achane. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Tua. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA.
We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Jets now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Jets.
A run with Hurst. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, New York.
Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now Hurst. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot release. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pickup.
On second down, Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And they're going to speed things up here.
And the Dolphins.
Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Tua to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's now third down and less than a yard.
Tua going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on third and inches. And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now a stoppage here, as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. They run again with Hurst. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the Dolphins' 35-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it